argument, debunking. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make a rock solid argument. We're going to debunk it. Debunking is to expose or excoriate claim, assertion, sentiment as being pretentious, false, or exaggerated. And that comes out of dictionary.com when you look at debunking. What does excoriate mean? Footnote: to denounce or to berate severely, flatly, flay verbally. And again, that comes out of dictionary.com. So when we are going to debunk something, we are going to try and show that it is pretentious, false, exaggerated. It's got something wrong with it. And by doing that, we're able to debunk it. Once we've got it debunked, we know it's no good. So therefore, we need to move on. When we look at it, the problems with an argument and what we often have to deal with, we have inside problem. That means it's inside of the argument. And inside problems deal with the evidence. What evidence do you have? And is your evidence any good? Is your evidence relevant? One of the biggest problems you have with arguments is the evidence that you're looking at is not relevant to the claim that you've got, and therefore you really don't have any evidence. So we have to understand relevance of the material. Is your evidence accurate? Did you really go out and read the evidence, and did you make sure that it's accurate and as such it relates back to what you've got? Because if you don't, then you've got a problem inside of your argument that becomes very easy to expose, and when you do that, you have problems. Is your evidence sufficient? Do you just have one person over there saying, well, yeah, that's kind of the way it is? And who is that person? And do they have any standing? You know, are they important in here? And we call that sufficiency. Is your evidence complete? Does it really deal with the subject matter? Did it do a good study of it? When we deal with these are all what we would call inside problems because they're inside of our argument, and that means that we've got an inability to be able to demonstrate what we are saying. The other problem you can have is outside. Outside comes from differing points of view. You know, we've gone over this. Points of view vary, and if somebody's got a differing point of view, can you sway them with a persuasive argument, or is their differing point of view so rock solid that it doesn't matter what you say? That's a problem outside of your argument. Some people will never agree with you. It doesn't matter what it is, how you do it. They are not willing to agree to things outside. They have got a differing point of view, and therefore they are not willing to agree to things. Therefore, you've got a problem outside of your argument. So differing points of view are outside. Sometimes the outside thing comes down to trivial. Is your argument trivial, or is their differing point of view trivial? And you got to be careful about this, you know, when you call somebody and say, hey, you know, what you got is trivial in there, because you better be able to demonstrate it. So when you're looking at a differing point of view, you know, could it be something that would be trivial? When you're dealing with somebody with a differing point of view, are you being dismissive? You know, look at them and say, that's just not relevant, you know, but you don't have any basis behind that. So when you're looking at a problem outside, you're looking at somebody attacking your argument from the outside, basically because they've got a differing point of view from what you've got. Hence, we go back to global warming again. When we deal with this becomes very important. So whenever you're protecting your argument, you have to be able to look at what are they saying on the outside, as well as what do I have on the inside to be able to make sure that it stands up. There is a lot of scientific research that has problems inside and or outside in the paper, and when you start having an inside problem or an outside problem, it basically negates the value of that particular research.